Hi kindergarten, it's Miss Rodriguez. So today we're going to go over some new math. Our objective is students will be able to compose 9 and 10 using a story situation, objects, and number buns. So before we get into our story, we're just going to review a little bit about number buns. So we know each circle represents something different. The circle that's always by itself represents the whole, and the circles that are next to each other represent our parts. Perfect. Repeat after me. Part, part, whole, part, part, whole. Now let's look at our number bun a different way. The circle's at the top. Would this be our whole? Nah. This would be one of our parts, correct? Because we know that the circles that are next to each other represent our parts. And the circle by itself is, of course, our whole. Good job, guys. Once again, the circle that's by itself is our whole. The circles next to each other are our parts. Part, part, whole, part, part, whole. Now it's story time. There were 9 bears in the forest. Some bears went to sleep in their caves, and some left to find a honey tree. How many bears were there all together? Correct. There were 9 bears all together. Could we show this story in a number bond? We sure can. What number should go in the whole? Remember, the whole represents the number of people or objects that we have all together. So we know we had 9 bears all together. That's what will be in our whole. So remember, we had our honey tree and then our cave. Let's see how many bears were at the honey tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how many bears did we have all together? We had 9, right? Let's use our hands for this. So we had 9 all together. We see 5 were at the honey tree. So how many bears were sleeping at the cave? Keep that number in your brain and let's see if you were right. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many of you guys got 4? Awesome. I'm so proud of you. Kissed your brains. Mwah. All right. So we had how many bears all together? Let's count once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see my bears in 2 parts. I see 5 at the honey tree, 4 that are sleeping. Let's go ahead and plug those into our number bond and our number sentence. Okay, so we had 5 bears at our honeycomb tree and 4 bears sleeping. So those are our 2 parts. We know we put those into our 2 parts on our number bond. How many bears do we have all together? Because that number is going to go into our whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, guys, now let's put this into our number sentence. Now, just like our number bond, our number sentence is similar. This box is by itself, so we know our whole is going to go in that part, just like when the circle is by itself. So these must be our 2 parts. So we have 5 plus 4 equals 9. Okay, let's do another example using the bear story. So we have our honeycomb tree, we have our cave. Let's see how many bears were sleeping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's use our hands. Hold up 6 fingers to represent the 6 bears. How many more bears do we need to have 9 all together? Keep that number in your brains and let's see if you're correct. 1, 2, 3. How many of you guys got 3? Great job. I'm so proud of you. Now, let's plug in what we know into our number bonds and our number sentence. Now, I notice our number bond is facing a different way this time, but we're not going to get tricked. We know the circle that's by itself represents our whole. The circles next to each other are our parts. Same with our number sentence. The box that's by itself is going to be our whole, and the boxes next to each other are our parts. Okay, so we had 3 bears at the honey tree. So that's 1 part And then we had 6 bears sleeping. That's our other part. And 9 bears all together. So that goes in our whole. Now for our number sentence. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Now let's work on composing 10. I want us all to take our pointer fingers up and trace the number 10. 1, 0. 10 is a very special number. What seems different about this number compared to the other ones that we've looked at so far? Take a second and think. How is this number different from all of the other numbers we've worked on? Correct. 10 is bigger, and now we have 2 numerals. We have 1 and 0. It takes all of our fingers. Let's hold up both hands and let's count our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 ones. Let's count our cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 single cubes equals 1 10 stick. Now it's party time. Let's see my cake table. I want to dress it up with some balloons. My 2 favorite colors are pink and yellow. So I know I want some pink balloons and some yellow balloons. Let's go ahead and see how many balloons I have all together. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 balloons all together. How many pink balloons do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many yellow balloons do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now let's put those numbers into our number bond and our number sentence. Okay, so we had 10 balloons all together, so that goes in my hole. And then we have 5 pink balloons, that's my one part. And we have 5 yellow balloons, that's my other part. Now repeat after me. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Awesome. You did a great job today composing numbers 9 and 10. Now it's your turn. Now I want you guys to come up with your own stories about composing numbers 9 and 10. Use your number bonds and number sentences, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Keep working hard, stay safe, I miss you all so much, and I love you all so much. Bye.